Alright guys, this is Chaos Within, and welcome back to part 5 of my Shadowlands leveling guide. So here you see we're done with the first part of the of this 3-part questline of Maldraxxus, and we're going down to the next part. So as you can see, we're flying down to the Theater of Pain, which is the flight path in the middle, and one gun shows will bring us exactly the way or how far we need to go to get to the next quest giver. So it's pretty perfect placement of this flight path. So now we're roughly like a bit over half done with this zone. Or actually, since once you get done with the actual zone, there's a little quest line you have to go through in the Maw. So we still have a bit left, but anyway, so now we start this quest line right here. So in this area we have to kill these mobs and loot 6 of the items, which has a kind of low drop rate, so you have to kill quite a few mobs. What you're gonna see me do here is I'm doing kind of like a not a huge pull, but like a mid-sized pull when I have I-beam and everything ready. And then you're gonna see these little plants on the ground that's glowing, and you have to just click on them and walk away from them to drag them up off the ground. So I'm gonna pick a few as I move to the next few mobs, and I'm gonna be doing another pull. And as you see, this quest is pretty easy as a demon hunter, because you just have to fell rush or vengeful retreat to pull them out of the ground. So here you see I'm about to pull some more mobs now. So yeah, I feel like I kind of found out how I do this quest pretty fast. Of course it would be a bit easier if you were in a group, because you could pull all the mobs you need at the same time. Just kill them all, run around, loot. I don't know if these if the plans you have to drag out, if that's like group-wide progress. If it is, then yeah, then you're gonna do it super fast as a group. But considering I'm a demon hunter, and I think my movement is pretty good between all the different plants, I think I'm doing it probably too fast. But here you're gonna see a few of the plants are bugging. I think it's 2 in a row. So you saw I pulled up one there, but I didn't get any progress, and I think it's gonna be the same here. Oh no, that one worked. Okay, that's good. So there was only one that bugged. And we're done. So in this next quest here, you have to click a few things. You have to click on the cauldron 2 times. So you see everything in 1 time, then you have to click these things on the table and stuff. And then you have to click on the cauldron again. Oh yeah, and so in this next part, it's really important that you don't forget to click on the quest on the table. Because I forgot that one time, and then I got it like in the town. I got it in the next place you're gonna move to, and I had to go back and backtrack, and that's a bit of a time waste. So on this quest, you see you need 4 pages of a journal on this quest. So what you see me do here is I pull a big pack, and then I kill 1 mob at a time, because all these mobs drop the item, but you can only get page 1, and once you get page 1, you can loot page 2. And then it just continues like that. So you see I got the first part. I think I get the second part in this pull as well. I don't remember if I'm lucky or unlucky. But yeah, so if you're really lucky, pulling like 6 or 7 mobs or something, yeah, there you go, page 2. So if you pull like 6 or 7 mobs, if you're a bit lucky, you might get all of them on 1 pull, which is really good. And on the other quest here, we just have to click on these piles on the ground, and then this little ooze will become lootable. And I've noticed it's a bit bugged, so if you click if you click on 1 pile, and then you go and click on the next one. Sometimes it bugs out, so you can still only loot it one time. So that's why I'm being a bit cautious here with how I'm doing it, that I'm only clicking one at a time. And I'm really unlucky with the pages on this quest this run. I've had some runs where I get all 4 of them in the first pull I do. And then we have page 3. So now it doesn't really matter how many mobs we take at the same time, because now I only need 1 more. There's 4 parts you need. And I think I might get it on this pull right here. Yeah, so now we're done with that quest. So now there's also 1 mob we have to kill, Corim the Cunning, who's up a bit to the left. And we're just finishing up this last quest here. So now we're just gonna kill the mob, and then we're gonna gun shoes all the way over to the town. So it's this quest that I forgot one time to pick up. And then basically I got the quest to kill this guy from the town, and you have to do it since it's the main storyline. So I had to like go to the town and then go back up here, kill him, and go back to the town again, which is really bad. So you see it, I meld, I gun shoes, and I'm just moving all the way over to the town. So now we're actually almost done with this part of the 3 quest chains. So this is probably the fastest one of the 3, because you saw that the first one we did, where we had to go into the golem and stuff, that part was pretty long, but this part of the quest chain is pretty fast. So here's also a side quest, a super efficient side quest, probably like the most efficient of the entire leveling. So you take a quest from this guy, you have to talk to these 3 guys, and then you get a follow-up quest, which is also really fast. So you used to talk to this guy, and then this guy, and then one final guy who you turn it into. And you see here to the right this little poison pool. This quest I get now. First of all, you see I get 16k from just talking to 3 guys, which is insane amounts of XP. So on this quest you have to kill these oozes, and once they die they have a chance to spawn a thing you can click, and you click on it and drag it into the pool. So what I'm doing is I pull multiple mobs right up here next to the pool, so I can just go back and forth. And you see I'm gonna be lucky here, so one of them drops the thing. So now I can just click this one 3 times. So you see I'm just going back and forth between the corpse and the pool. I could have pulled them a little bit closer, but I've had issues that pulling them all the way up, they might reset. And if I only have like 1 or 2 mobs, there might be a chance that I'm not getting what I need. So also you see on the minimap that I have a daily quest I could take, which is the exact same quest, but a little bit further away. And I've decided to skip that, because if you look at my XP, I'm right about hitting 56. And then I'm gonna get reduced XP from the rest of Maldraxxus. Or the rest of when I'm actually in Maldraxxus until I go to the mall, which is in about 15 minutes roughly. So yeah, this is the main storyline. You have to go over here, kill this guy. I think we're gonna be melding here. Wait, I'm actually not melding. Oh yeah, it's because actually I don't know why. I forgot to put up Radinax, but I have the rampaging yak and stuff, so I don't know why I didn't just meld and run with that. I think right now I'm gonna go up. Yeah, I'm going up to the mailbox to loot this thing. But yeah, on the minimap you see the yellow circle, that big purple pool that's down there. That's where the second pool is for the second quest. That's identical to the other one I just did, where you have to kill the mobs and pull them in. But unfortunately, at that one, the mobs don't spawn as close, so you can't pull them right next to the pool. So I decided to skip it, because it's just gonna end up overleveling me a bit. So on this quest, this is the last part of this part of the quest chain. So you have to click on those 2 things on the sides, and then you click on the middle thing. And you just have to wait for about 45 seconds. And then you're done with this part. And then you're gonna see some crazy parkour when I move to the next part, which is kind of far away. But yeah, like I mentioned with the side quests, I have not decided exactly what I'm gonna be doing for launch, because while the side quests, like some of the side quests are really efficient, the issue is just that I like if I did like more side quests in Bastion, if I did more side quests here, I would have been 56 quite a while ago, and then I would be getting reduced XP from pretty much the entire zone here, which you kind of don't really want. So here I'm doing 56, and here you see the parkour. So after I was done with the RP, I clicked on that little rune on the ground, and I would jump over here, which kinda you can only do as a demon hunter. Maybe you can get up here with a goblin glider as well. In this area the mobs are level 60, so you gotta be a bit careful. I end up pulling one right there, but that's kind of fine. So now I see I'm just jumping up on this shroom, jumping over this wall, and up here, and I'm just about to pull the Radinax, or the gun shoes. So now you see it's kind of a bit I have to travel. I did save a bit of time running over this little slime pool and stuff, and over the wall. So I think I'm moving really fast between these zones. Actually, up here I think I'm actually DCing. Yeah. So this is a place I get a random DC. I'm not stopping my timer though, because there could be server issues on launch. Probably will be. But yeah, so right here I just crash. I have to restart my game. I'm just gonna jump forward a little bit. And we're back here. Perfect. Unfortunately, we lost one charge of the Radinax, but that's fine. We're gonna delete the last part here, I think, while we're waiting for some RP for her to be able to talk to. So we used Vandals and stuff. Gonna delete our last charge of the Radinax and pick up a new one. So now we have roughly like 10 minutes left until we're gonna go into the maw. So we're almost done with this zone now. So first quest here, see I pop the Radinax. Down in this place you gotta find this named mob, Mephiles the Loyal. Getting down to like 30%, and then use this quest item on him, and then you're gonna kill 6 mobs here, and you loot 3 crystals. So they're pretty fast. So here I'm getting to the point where I'm getting reduced XP, which is kind of unfortunate, but I didn't overlevel for too long, so this is gonna be like 8 quests or something that I get reduced XP from. So here you're gonna see me kill 2 mobs at each of the crystals, because I don't have to like run around to pull more. They're really close by the crystals. So that's the first crystal, the second one right here. And this is the last ones. Right here, gonna gun shoes up back to the quest giver. And I think we don't have any more DCs during the run. It was only that one that we just had a couple of minutes ago. So that's pretty good. And I kinda like this little quest line with Lady Vash. It's really fast. A lot of fast, just kill mobs, loot stuff. So that is pretty good. Actually, on these crystals, there's gonna be a follow-up quest in a little bit, where I have to click on these crystals again, and you can do that while mounted, I've noticed. I don't know if I could potentially be mounted as I'm clicking them the first time that I just did. So that could be a few seconds time gain as well. I'm gonna have to try it out in the next run. So yeah, now you just have to wait for some RP. before you go to the next little area. And also, as you can see, timer right here, about 240. I'm a little bit into 56. So it is a pretty fast run. Once again, I don't really know how long time it's going for all the other people. I hope they're not too far ahead of me. Like I said, I think I can get the time down probably half an hour in the end, since I have to do or test some more things. But yeah, anyway, so here's the next quest. So once again, here's a quest item. You have to kill the mobs. You have to click the quest item to just drain the anima from their corpses. And there's a few things you have to loot off the ground. You see a few of them on my screen. That is glowing. So you see I put item on my bar again. Definitely making a macro that will put on my website. So you can just copy the macro. If you also have the same issue as me, that your Azure autopilot key binding doesn't work, I think it can be a pretty good way to deal with it. So here once more, a little bit of parkour. Or not just yet, after I kill this pack. So yeah, you see, walking up here. You can probably get over here as pretty much any class. So it's not just demon hunters, but it's a kind of good skip. Get right up to the next named mob here. So you see another gun shoes. On the ground there you can see there's a thing I can loot, but I know that there's I need 2 more, and I know that there's gonna be 2 up here. So I'm pretty fine. Just wanna move as fast as possible through all of these areas. Killing this mob a little bit slow. So you see, finishing up the quest, soaking the anima, looting the last 2 items. So it's kind of important to note here which of these little things of the ground I'm looting. As you have seen, I'm only looting them exactly on my path, even though I've seen a few other ones stray around, because I know that this is the exact amount I need. So if you want to do that quest pretty fast, and it's also like this in most quests where you have to loot stuff off the ground, that I know roughly like the positions where everything is spawning. So, and I think that's like just that thing I perfected on most of the quests. So that's pretty, I think that's a good thing you can note for all of these quests that are pretty similar. So anyway, in this quest, you click on the crystals, you go into the middle, turn it in, gonna be a little cutscene. Oh yeah, you click on this again, and then there's gonna be the cutscene. Now we kill this final guy. You see I'm using my fodder to the flame here in a second. He's using everything, DPS pots, just kinda nuking down, kinda meta. And he's dead. And there's this little rune you're gonna loot here. I have a little bit of an issue finding it, but there it is. So that's the last part of this section of the 3 quest chains, and now we're going back. Now we're going back to the to that gate that we were at pretty early in the zone. So you see, I just do the Radinex here, get back down to the Flight Master. Just picking up a new one from the mailbox right here as well before I go. So now the good thing, the reason why I have decided to do all these 3 quest chains and not walk back to that door between each one, Because it's gonna be the same thing again, that I stand in the circle, I use my macro to trigger the extra action button, and I'm gonna trigger all these 3 quests at the same time. So here, in the circle, clicking the macro, turn in all of these 3 at the same time. And we're going back to House of the Chosen. So now I'm gonna take the fly path again. And I have both Radinax and Ganshoos ready. So I'm flying over to the spearhead. Gonna be Ganshoosing all the way up. So what's gonna happen on this quest after I get up there is that I wait for a little bit of RP. Then you're gonna go back to Oribos, and then you're gonna get a small quest chain in the Maw. And after that you're gonna be going to, after that you're gonna go back here, and then you're gonna go to Ardenweald. So I would say we have about 15 minutes left of this episode before we're gonna go into the next one, which will start off Ardenweald. So it's pretty perfect Ganshoos here, getting all the way up to the quest area. And here what you're also gonna see me do is that I'm gonna be pre-heartstoning, because I know you're gonna see here in a little bit when he's about to or when you can turn in the quest, then I'm gonna be heartstoning, because the next follow-up here is gonna be to go back to Oribos. So you're gonna see he's gonna be talking here in a second, and he's gonna, or he's talking right now, but he's gonna say something about that this champion has already been to the Maw before. And yeah, there you go. This mortal claims to have escaped the Maw's clutches once before. Let us put their words to rest. So I know that now I can start heartstoning, and there we go. Could have used it a little bit earlier, but said like 4 seconds there or something. So it's a little bit of a time gain. So we're back to Oribos. Gonna go talk to Bolvar. He's using a charge of the Radinax here. Don't want to waste any time. Since I also know that when I get up in the Maw, I'm not gonna be able to use any Radinax, because it counts as a mount, and you cannot mount in the Maw. So yeah, I'm just gonna blow them all here. And then in a bit, I'm gonna be picking up new ones once I'm going back to Maldraxxus. So now you're just waiting for a little bit of RP, and then you will take the new quest. And you can see refreshing buff food here. Gonna refresh flask as well. So now we're gonna walk through this little portal up here, go up to the or to the flight monster place, and we jump down into the middle. And I think this is gonna be the way on max level as well, to get into the Maw when you're doing dailies and stuff. You just go up here and jump into the middle. So this quest right here is I think I'm gonna be using Ganshoos here, yeah. And you basically just have to kill mobs to charge up the meter at the bottom of my screen. And you see the mobs here, the Blazing Stygia. They give what's it called? Progress for the quest, but they spawn these mobs after. I'm just gonna meld here because these small mobs does not give credit for the quest. So if you're gonna have a like issue getting away from all these small mobs that spawn, you should probably not kill those specific mobs. But I don't really have an issue with it, so I'm just pulling anything you can. And I've also noticed that in this area, if you're unlucky and there's other people here, the mobs are really spread out. But I've noticed that you want to go on the right side here of this big platform in the middle, because here the mob density is pretty much the highest. If you go down on the left side, which is where you're gonna turn in the quest, there's other types of mobs as well that does not give credit, so yeah. And I'm a little bit unlucky here, since this elite is coming up here, so I'm just gonna finish off these mobs as fast as I can, and then I'm just gonna have to run, because I'm not gonna spend time killing the elite. Unfortunately, I miscounted. I needed 3 mobs. I thought those 2 would be enough, so I'm just gonna be running up here, kill this mob on the way up, and then I'm gonna go down to Darion, who I'm gonna turn it into. So there we're done. So now he's in a cage in a... oh yeah, you see the mob I'm running past here. That's called like Berlund the Brand or something. We're gonna come back up here and kill him in the follow-up quest right now. So once again, I'm gonna be doing some parkour to get back up there. So here I turn that in, take the new one. Run all the way up to the quest again. Okay, and not the fastest parkour I've done, but I get all the way up. So when I'm done with this, I just jump all the way down again. And this mob also disarms you. So what I'm trying here is I'm holding on my meta, I'm stunning him right now. And I was hoping he would cost a disarm there, but he cost a massive strike instead. I'm not interrupting this spell because that could potentially delay the disarm as well. Luckily I killed him so fast that he didn't even use the disarm. But yeah, if you're a melee class, you kind of want to try to dodge the disarm there. But I managed to do it by just delaying his casts and just killing him too fast so he didn't use it. So now after you turn in that quest, soon there's gonna be spawning another NPC that you turn in the quest to. So I'm pre-walking down here. You're gonna get stunned for a few seconds, because you can see on the minimap where the quest turn in icon is. It's gonna be right here. So it's a little bit of RP. And I'm also hiding behind this rock here because you see this patrol here. Don't really want to pull them. Just want to stay out of combat and get ready to turn this quest in a couple of seconds. So you turn this quest in, and then there's going to be a portal over to the other side. There's kind of a lot of RP here during this zone. So it's not a lot of places you can speed it up, unfortunately. So yeah, turn it in again here, and they're gonna be stealthing through this area. I've just given up on this quest. I don't know how unlucky I'm here, but it feels like this is just not the stealth, because mobs see you all the time. I think I'm gonna be pulling like the entire zone. It's really annoying. I've reported this bug. I hope they fix it. So here you see managed to pull one pack and chain it with another pack. Luckily I do get stealthed again here, but I think this one is gonna be pulled as well. This is the shadow. Yeah. So it's just every single pack we passed by, I'm just keep aggroing them. I just have to meld here. because I'm not trusting this stealth when it comes to this big elite guy. You try to stand as far away from him as possible, or use your own stealth. And here you see, I'm not even re-stealthing. There we go. You're never in any threat of dying on this quest, of course, because these mobs are really weak, but in my opinion, it's just annoying that a quest is so bugged. Like, pretty much every single time I've done this one, I'm just getting out of stealth all the time. I'm just getting out of stealth, I'm aggroing stuff. And yeah, also on this quest you have to be pretty close to this NPC, because if you walk too far away, he's gonna stop moving and wait for you to come back. So you can't just like pre-run. Right now you're gonna see the quest text update, and then I'm just gonna run all the way in. There we go. So now we go up here to Alexandros Mograine, and we're gonna be ready to turn the quest in. And you have to click on him, and you're gonna trigger a little bit of a few waves of mobs that spawn. So you just want to kill this as fast as possible. The faster you kill them, the faster the next wave will spawn. And it's gonna be a final little mini boss that comes down. And the second you kill this one, you can turn in the quest. So if you can pull the mobs back towards the quest giver, that's optimal. But I feel like it's a little bit unresponsive. Sam is standing in about fell rush distance away from the quest giver, so I'm not really losing any time here anyway. And he's dead, and we're turning it in. So this is gonna be another portal, and we're pretty much done with this part now. So what we do now is we just render a few things, then you're gonna be able to take a new quest from this NPC, and you just have to go up to the little portal up on the hill to go back to Oribus. So we just Ganshoes up here, and now we're just gonna go all the way back to Maldraxxus. Unfortunately, there's no way to get back fast. I have been looking around and like waiting for the RP to see if you can talk to Draka or something to fly back instantly, but you have to go up and take a fly path, unfortunately. Just pulling the rednecks here, going all the way in. Just take this quest and you're instantly gonna get the quest to go back to Maldraxxus. And as you can see also, once we were done with the quest with Lady Vash, we were no longer overleveled. Or when we got into the Maw, we were no longer overleveled. So it's that little section, like when you ding 56 in Maldraxxus, you're gonna be overleveled until you go into the Maw. So yeah, I was only overleveled for like 5 bars or something. That XP is kind of unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to find like the exact optional or optimal rather way to do this. But I think I'm really close to it. Like, my route on launch is not gonna be very different from this one. I'm gonna be updating posts on my website if I find something better, and I'm also gonna make a little list of side quests that I recommend doing. I've been mentioning pretty much all the side quests doing this commentary, but I've just not done them. Depending on how much time I have left before launch, after I'm done with all of these, I might make a video where I just go through all of those side quests and explain once again where they are. But we'll see how much time I'm gonna have, because I feel like this stuff covers most of it. Even if you play like Horde without War Mode, or if you play Horde with War Mode, or just any faction without War Mode, this is almost gonna be enough anyway. There's these few extra quests I mentioned in Bastion, and this other quest I mentioned in Maldraxxus. If you do those as well, that's gonna bring you probably to enough XP. You're just probably gonna have to progress a little bit further than me in Revendreth at the end. So yeah, here you see I flew over to the Theater of Pain rather than the Spearhead, because of the fact that if you fly to the Spearhead, you're gonna have to fly through the Theater of Pain anyway, as the flight path takes that path. So anyway, we turned this quest in here. You saw I meted up on the hill, turn in the quest, then you have to use this macro again once you turn it in, and the Baron Virus is gonna come here. So now we're just waiting for him to become attackable, and you have to get him down to 90% HP, and once he's at 90% HP, you're gonna trigger an RP with, like Drak is gonna come pick you up with a flying thing. So here you see this trick again, that I'm getting full fury on this fodder to the flame. So once he becomes attackable, I'm just gonna finish this mob off, and here you go. Sometimes this quest bugs a little bit, kinda does it right here. You see Alexandros is not attacking him, he does a lot of damage, so you kind of want him to attack. There he starts. But normally what's supposed to happen is that Baron Virus starts attacking instantly, he becomes attackable, he runs to Alexandros. But doesn't always happen. But yeah, you see he's on 94% HP. 93. So we're almost done. And there you go, he's 90%, and you see the objective update. It's kind of worth noticing, some of these quests, you're not always going to be sure how if you have to do any damage, if it's time-based. But I found out that this one is HP based. And as you can see, I finish off the last few mobs because they give XP as well while you're waiting to get picked up. So that's also a little side thing you can do for a little bit of extra XP. So this is the final quest of the zone. So now we're coming back up to this place, and we are gonna open the gate to the seat of the Primus. Gonna go in. So you see walking up on turning this in, and I'm walking up to this little circle here, use my macro, and I'm just gonna use my Radinax because for some reason it actually works to go all the way in, even though you're actually inside now and probably should be dismounted. And as you can see here also, the weapon I just got epic upgraded, and it's actually higher eye level than my than the weapons I have right now. Mine are 130 and this is 134. So what I'm gonna do on launch, in case I do get these epic upgrades, is I'm gonna bring a few more weapon enchants with me, so that if I get an upgrade I can just equip it and enchant it. But here I did not have any more enchants, which is why I'm not upgrading it, because the weapon enchant is more important than just 4 eye levels. So right here, this is a super long RP. I think this takes over 2 minutes. You basically have to wait for all these NPCs to walk up here, and once they walk up here they're gonna walk away, and then you have to wait for Draka to walk back to roughly where you're standing right now, or where I'm standing right now. So what I'm doing here is, you're gonna be going back to Oribos now, and my Heartstone is on cooldown, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm using my Dalaran Heartstone and taking the portal to Stormwind, and then from Stormwind to Oribos, since you remember on one of the first quests we unlocked the portal. So here you see she walks back. I'm gonna be pre-Heartstoning here in a moment, and here you can see it. So getting to Dalaran now. Just flying all the way over here. Kind of feels good to be flying here after just using the ground mount for so long. I guess not that it makes much of a difference when I'm a demon hunter. You're pretty much just flying all the time anyway. And you can see, unfortunately, my Fell Rush glitched out, which you demon hunters know, it's a bug that happens. Same thing with monks with roll. that if you go over an edge, sometimes you just fly further than you're supposed to. So I had to walk back a few steps to click on the portal. So use gun shoes here. Walk up to this guy. Take the new quest. And it's gonna be a little bit of an RP before you unlock the gate to Ardenweald. So you see here, pretty close to 57. This level, as I've noticed due to the overleveling by the way, is gonna be the one taking the longest time out of all the levels. So 56 to 57. And it's partly because you're overleveled at start for a few quests, and then also because of the fact that you're doing all of this long RP going into the Maw and all of that stuff. I used this RP like between the zones as you're finishing up and going to Ardenweald. So this is gonna be a, I don't know, 20 seconds more or something. And then we're gonna get the follow-up quest. But yeah, like I've said earlier, I kind of am not a fan of having so much RP between every zone and even in the zones in a few places. I kind of just want to keep questing, especially in the main city. There's not really anything you can do while you're waiting for the RP either. You can pretty much just refresh buff food, that's about it. And here you see, quest is done. Take the follow-up. And for some reason my AAP is a bit bugged and it showed up the AFK timer after the quest was done rather than when I took it. Not really a big deal though. So here you see, we're unlocking the gates. And we're just about to end this episode right here. So there we go. We are flying to Ardenweald. And I will see you guys in the next episode. So thank you for watching part 5, and I'll see you in part 6. Goodbye.